Tensions are rising again. A U.S. Air Force spy plane is back near Russian territory after months of surveillance in the Middle East. As Washington shifts its focus, what message is this high-tech aircraft sending to Moscow? A U.S. RC-135V Rivet Joint reconnaissance aircraft, known by the callsign Jake-17, has resumed operations near Russian airspace. The aircraft departed from a Royal Air Force base in the UK, crossed over friendly skies in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and approached the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad, critical, militarized zone wedged between NATO members Poland and Lithuania. This surveillance run comes after the same aircraft had been deployed for months to the Middle East, based at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, largest U.S. military base in the region. The RC-135 Rivet Joint is no ordinary plane. Built by Boeing, this aircraft is a flying intelligence hub. Its mission? Intercept and collect electronic signals from enemy communications, radar, and other systems commonly known as SIGINT. Operated by a crew of over 30 specialists, including intelligence analysts and electronic warfare officers, this aircraft can eavesdrop on just about everything happening in the airwaves below. It's part of the broader RC-135 fleet, including Cobra Ball for missile tracking and Combat Sen for radar profiling critical tools in America's global intelligence network. Analysts say the return of the RC-135 to Europe signals a renewed U.S. focus on Russia, especially after the recent escalation in the Middle East between Israel and Iran, where the U.S. briefly became directly involved. Recent flight data shows multiple RC-135 missions circling Kaliningrad, the Black Sea, and even approaching the Finnish-Russian border areas known for heavy Russian military activity. Meanwhile, U.S. political signals are just as intense. President Donald Trump, once cautious in his comments about Putin, has now publicly expressed frustration. Just days ago, Trump said the U.S. has had a lot of bulls thrown at us by Putin, calling the Russian leader very nice but meaningless. It's a rare public jab, suggesting growing impatience from Washington. Trump's efforts to broker peace in Ukraine have stalled. While Kyiv agreed to U.S.-backed terms, Moscow rejected them and has since intensified its airstrikes across Ukraine. NATO countries on Russia's border are increasingly uneasy. For nearly 3 months, the U.S. had no dedicated RC-135 in Europe, with its only aircraft deployed to the Middle East. That absence raised alarms about gaps in surveillance capability across Europe, gaps that Russia may have tried to exploit. With the Rivet Joint now back, signals intelligence missions have resumed, giving the U.S. and NATO eyes and ears near Russian territory once again. So, what does this really mean? Is the U.S. preparing for a more aggressive stance? Could this spark a new wave of tensions in Eastern Europe? One thing is clear: Russia is back in the spotlight, and the skies above Europe are once again part of the global chessboard. In today's world, the battle for intelligence is the battle for control. And aircraft like the RC-135 are right on the front lines.